after a nice breezy walk, Urbano finally arrived in the city. Urbano chillily walked along the streets and greeted the reporter.
Good morning, reporter.
Good morning, Urbano.
The reporter did not look happy today. She was normally such a nice, upbeat woman. Urbano asked her if she would like to come and look for Bache with him, which might cheer her up. However, it was becoming quite clear that there was something very strange going on in Kidzania that day. Something very strange indeed. Urbano continued on his mission to find Bache when suddenly... Oh no! It looked like Kidzania was in chaos! This was not the Kidzania that Urbano knew and loved. What happened to his perfect town, where everyone prepared for a better world? Urbano said, what is happening in Kidzania today?
What's happening in Kidzania today?
As Urbano and the reporter stood pondering what was happening today, a tourist spotted them. Ah, she pointed, it's the green-haired boy who's in the travel guidebook. Urbano laughed and greeted the tourist like a true Kidzanian. The tourist brought out her camera and decided to take a selfie. Say cheese! The tourist thanked him before telling him she needed to dash for the plane. Urbano was confused, as there was loads of time to catch the plane, he said.
There's loads of time to catch the plane.
But they did not. The tourist explained to Urbano that due to fuel costs, there was only one flight per day. Because of this, the traffic had been horrible all morning. Urbano assures her that this has never happened before and wondered why all these strange events were happening on the same day. He bids her farewell and dashes off. Urbano was getting more and more anxious about everything he had witnessed today. Urbano knew he had to find out what was happening in Kidzania. Maybe if he could find the cause of the problem, he could fix it, and happiness could be restored. Because something bad was happening in Kidzania that day. Something very bad indeed. But then suddenly, Bache appeared. Urbano was filled relief to see Bache, and luckily Urbano's best friend Bebop was just around the corner and knew a little more. Bebop explained that Kidzania's natural rhythm is vanishing. They needed to do something. He told Urbano that they must go immediately to the weather center to find out what was happening in Kidzania. Suddenly, they heard a noise around them. They realized that all the buildings in the city had started to close. They all knew they had to do something to stop it. And fast! Out of breath, but determined and firm, they arrive at the weather center to find out what's happening in Kidzania and if it will ever be over. They are greeted by an expert who is relieved Urbano has shown up. She says, Urbano! Please pay special attention. This is very important. The expert showed them images captured by satellites, which showed a giant cloud hanging right over Kidzania. They were told that the cloud was actually made by a mysterious scientist who finds her power by taking happiness away from Kidzanians and feeding on their joy, kindness, and compassion. She was growing stronger, making all the Kidzanians weaker and causing chaos across the city. Urbano told them that this was impossible, as Kidzania has the right to be, to know, to create, to care, to share, and to play. Despite these rites of kidzania, they realised they would need to do something quickly before the kids lose all their hopes, dreams and goodwill before they're left in the dark forever. Suddenly, Chica runs into the weather centre. Gasping for breath and eager to speak to Urbana and Bebop, Chica told them she was taking photos to upload to her social network page to show them to the friends around the world. When she tried to take a picture of the eternal flame, she realised that someone had robbed the Kidzanian 6 rights. Urbana realised that the chaos was worse than ever. Something awful was happening. It was none other than the mysterious scientist. He realised that something would need to happen, and the land would go dark. There will be thunder, a flash, and the eternal flame shall be gone forever. That sounds like someone's in trouble, but who can it be?
Vita!
The gang arrived at Vita's house and found her crying in her garden. She was heartbroken. Every day Vita goes out to water the garden and plants and take care of all the flowers and animals. Today the flowers had told her the cloud covering kidzania was suffocating them and they could no longer give off their beautiful fragrance. Then all of a sudden her butterflies had started to fly around wildly and then everything went dark. Vita also said she had reason to believe that a mad scientist was on his way to the parents' lounge. Urbana knew that there was no way out of the parents' lounge. The scientist would be trapped. Urbana got everyone in a huddle where they decided what to do. If they were to succeed, they were going to need everybody's help. 1, 2, 3. Urbana had gathered everyone to come up with a plan of action. We all knew that ever since kids established their independence, Kidzania is the lands where the rights to be, to know, to create, to care, to share, and to play are irrevocable and unquestionable. But now, these rights are gone.
People become ignorant, they cause pollution and neglect the environment. You may think you're preparing for a better world now, but you'll all be well up. And then what will happen? Kidzania will disappear!
And what the scientists didn't know is that Kidzania would never disappear. The rights keepers would never let that happen. Right, everyone?
Yes!
No one could ever take away the rights to know, to create, to care, to share, and to play.
I see. Do you promise to preserve these rights and respect them when you are adults?
Yeah!
And do you promise to always be sad no matter what?
Yeah!
Oh, well, in that case, I will return this key to you, Urbana, so you may protect and remember them always.
Well, it turns out the scientists had been testing them all this time. She knew that if the rights keepers stood up for themselves and what they believed in and showed that the rights of Kidzania were forever, then he could trust that the Kidzanians would always look after them. High fives, everyone!